Good morning students. As I had said you that in my upcoming video I will be explaining you from question number 2 of 3. So I am in this video with the solution with question number 3 too. Okay, it's one day delayed, no problem, just so you can watch over here. It has been said that find the value of x if x minus 1 is a factor of px. Already I had said when x minus 1 is factor of px, that means what, 0 of x minus 1 will be 1. Okay, so if we will assume it as gx, then 0 of gx will be 1 in every question, because same gx, same divisor is in all questions. And then in all case we will be finding p1, sorry, not p1, we will be finding the value of k, but of course p1 will be 0 because x minus 1 is factor. When it will be factor, when p1 is equal to 0. So if you will see, I had even sent the solution. You can see the solution over here, 3 2 number, as I had said. Here px is equal to 2x square plus kx plus root 2 and gx is equal to x minus 1. Since gx is factor of px, so 1 is the 0 of gx and p1 is equal to 0, because remainder becomes p1 and remainder should be 0 since it is factor. So pn is equal to 0. Now in place of this x we are keeping 1, so 2 1 whole square plus x into 1 plus root 2 is equal to 0. So what will happen, we have to find the value of k. So k we will be keeping one side and we will be taking these two number on another side. So here it is no sign, that means it is plus. When coming this side it changes into minus. Here also if there is there is a sign, that is plus. When it comes into next side it becomes minus 2 minus root 2. So you can see minus 2 minus root 2, k is equal to minus 2 minus root 2. So we can also write this by taking minus common. As you can see, I had written minus common and it becomes 2 plus root 2 in bracket. That means this minus is for both. Now if you will see question number 3, okay, in question number 3 there was that what, px is equal to kx square minus root 2x. If you will see over here, you will understand. Yes, 3 number. What is there? Px is equal to kx square minus root 2x plus 1. So here also gx will be x minus 1 only, because everything is divided by x minus 1. So you can see I had written, and px what it is been given, that has been written. Now gx is factor of px, so 1 is the 0 of gx. This will be for all same only, because same divisor it has been given in heading question. So here also p1 will become 0. So I had written p1 is equal to k, x square was there, so 1 square, in place of x there is 1. So 1 square minus root 2 into 1 plus 1. So what will happen? 0 is equal to k square, sorry, k into 1 square means 1. So k minus root 2 into 1 is root 2 plus 1. So now this, when minus comes this side it will change into plus, and when this plus comes this side it will change into minus. So we can write therefore k is equal to root under 2 minus 1. Now if you will see question number 4, the last question of 3, there also the same polynomial is given. Px is equal to kx square minus 3x plus k, okay, and gx, of course divisor in all it is x minus 1 only, because it has been said x minus 1 is factor. So gx is factor of px and 1 is 0 of gx. So px will be what? So px, that means p1 will become 1 is 0, so p1 is equal to 0. So in place of k, it is k only, in place of x, because we had kept 1 in place of x, so in place of x there will be 1 square minus 3 into 1, in place of x there will be 1 plus k. So what happens, this will be equal to 0. So if you will see k into 1 square means 1 only, so k into 1 is 1, and then after minus 3 plus k. If you will see k plus k, it becomes 2k, and minus 3 when goes another side it will change into plus. So 0 plus 3, it is 3. So 2k plus 2k is equal to 3 I had written. And now when 2 and k is there, 2k means 2 into k. So when this 2 goes another side, it will be changed into divide, because already I had said in equation, any numbers from one side goes to another side, then its sign becomes opposite. If it is multiply, it will change into divide. If it is divide, it will change into multiply. So 2k means 2 into k, so it will come this side as divide, so it becomes k. Therefore k is equal to 3 by 2. Now if you will see question number 4, question number 4 is factorization. Since it is 3 terms factorization and quadratic factorization, so it can be done with splitting middle terms, that is first into last terms. So as you can see, in middle there is how much? Minus 7. Sorry, here it should be minus. Here it has not been written minus. You will write minus by yourself. Minus 4 minus 3, it will become minus 7, not plus 7. Okay, minus 7 it will be. In same way, minus 4 minus 3, it becomes minus minus plus, and 4 3 is 12. So you will see, if we are multiplying minus 4 and minus 3, we are getting the product of first and last, that is 12 into 1, 12. And when we are adding minus 4 and minus 3, we are getting the middle term, that is minus 7. Here you have to write minus 7, minus it has been left. So we can, what you can write, 12x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 1. Now if you will see, when we are adding minus 4x and minus 3x with same sign, so it will be added and it will become minus 7x. And when we are multiplying 4x and 3x, minus 4x and 3x, then minus minus plus, and 4 3 is 12x square. So if you will see, this is the multiplication of first and last, that is 12x square into 1 will be 12x square only. So this is called first into last factorization, or splitting middle term. So now you can see over here, from both of these 4x we have taken common, so 4 3 is 12 and 1x left over here since it was x square, and minus 1. So here nothing is common, so we are taking minus 1 common, so it becomes 3x minus 1. Okay, so 3x minus 1 has been taken common, then it remains 4x minus 1. From here 4x and from here minus 1. So it becomes 3x minus 1 times 4x minus 1. This is how we should multiply, we should factorize. Okay. Now if you will see question number 2, it is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Okay. So here it is 7 and we had split it into 6 plus 1, because 6 plus 1 will give plus 7, that is the middle terms. And in same way, plus 6 into plus 1 will become 6 1 is 6, and sign will be plus only, that is the product of first into last, that is 2 3 is 6. So we will be writing this as plus and this as last, or even you can leave it, you can see over here, that is 2x square plus 6x plus x. What you have to do, all you have to only split middle term, nothing to do after that. No is the use of this, but only you have to check that their product is equal to the product of first into last. If it is not, then it will not be factorized. Okay, in this way it will not be factorized in this way. So you can see I had written plus 6x plus x plus 3. Now from these two I had taken 2x common, from here remains 1x, and from here remains 2 3 is 6, that means 6, x already taken common, so 3. So it becomes 2x times x plus 3, and from here nothing is common, so we have taken 1 common, and it becomes x plus 3 only. So it becomes x plus 3 times 2x plus 1. So if you will see just below here in next page, I had explained you question number 4, sub question 3. It is 6x square minus 5x minus 6. If you will see here, I had left that writing. If you will see, it is 9 for the 6 for the 6 6 is 36, and when we arrange this, it will become 9 minus 4. Why? 9 minus 4 is 5, and then after 9 4 into minus 4 is minus 36, which is the product of first into last. So I written 9x minus 4x. You have to keep this in the mind, that when we are splitting middle term, the product of middle terms should be the product of first and last term in the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c form. You can see x square, x, and constant number is there, so it is in ax square plus bx plus c. So now if you will see question number 4, it is 3x square minus x minus 4. So if you will see 4 3 is 12 it is, okay, minus 12 it is. So when we add minus 4 plus 3, it will become minus 1, which is equal to minus 1x. And then after minus 4 into minus 3, which is minus 12, which is the first of product of first into last constant terms. So it has been arranged. You can see we have written 3x square minus x minus 4. So in place of minus x, what we have written, minus 4x plus 3x. Why? Because when we add, minus is bigger, so minus sign will be there, and two different sign is there, so it will not be added, it will be subtracted. So it will become minus x only, and while multiplying also, if you will see 4 3 is 12, minus 12x square it will become, which is the product of first into last, that is minus 4 into 3 x square also becomes minus 12x square. So now what happens, from here x taken common, then here remains 3x, and from here minus 4, and from here nothing is common, so only 1 taken common, so 3x minus 4. Now 3x minus 4 has been taken common, from here remains x, and from here remains 1, so it becomes 3x minus 4 times x plus 1. Okay, I hope all of you are understanding it. Now we will move towards question number 5, that is factorizing x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. If you will see, it is cubic polynomial, but here also by taking common we can do it simply by common, even no need to split. If you will see, by common and formula it is being, from these two I have taken x square common, so from here remains 1x, and from here remains minus 2, so x square times x minus 2, and from these two nothing was common, so I have taken minus 1 common, so it becomes x minus 2. When we take minus common, sign changes, minus x becomes plus x, and plus 2 becomes minus 2. That you have to keep it in the mind. Now x minus 2 is common in both, so x minus 2 has been taken common, and x square minus 1 it is, so x square minus 1 as it is, it has been kept, and we know a square minus b square. This we are reading from class 7 itself, the algebraic identities, that a square minus b square is a plus b times a minus b. So x square minus 1 means x square minus 1 square, so it becomes x plus 1 times x minus 1. So you can see it has been written x plus 2 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. That is the factorized form of x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 2. Now if you will just see down, same question I had made in factor theorem, to understand factor theorem in better way. At first I had thought not to explain, but I thought okay, once it will be good if I will explain the same question in factor theorem. So if you will watch, here factors of constant terms are plus 2, constant term is what there, plus 2 is there, okay, this is the constant term, so its factors will be either plus minus 1 or plus minus 2. So at first what we had kept 1. By keeping 1, either it comes or 0 or not, you can do it in mind also, or simply you can show it like over here. I had seen by keeping 1 it comes 0 in my mind only, how I had seen. So 1 cube is how much? 1, and minus 2, 1 square means 2 only. 1 square into 2 is 2 only, so it becomes 1 minus 2, and here again minus 1 and plus 2, so plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled, minus 1 and plus 1 got cancelled, so in this way it becomes 0. So I had written, so p1 is equal to 1 square minus 2 into, sorry, it will be 1 cube, okay, here it is x cube, so there will be no difference, either 1 cube or 1, both will be same, but you have to write here 1 cube, okay, 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square, minus 1 plus 2, in everywhere in place of x we are keeping 1 only. Then it becomes 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2, so minus and plus got cancelled, and minus and plus got cancelled, so 0 is there. Since 0 is there, so what happens, x minus 1 is 1 factor of px, x minus 1 becomes 1 factor of px. And if you will see now, x minus 1 is, now we have to divide with 1 factor, we have to divide the given polynomial, that is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. If you will see, x minus 1 is dividing x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. So what we will do, we will multiply x minus 1 with x square, so it becomes x cube minus x square. So minus and plus, plus minus got cancelled over here, and this. What happens in subtraction, sign changes. If there is no sign at front, that means there is plus, so that changes into minus, and here was minus, so that changes into plus. So this upper plus and below minus has been cancelled, and here upper minus and below plus, two different sign are there, so it will be subtracted, and the sign will be of the bigger number is minus 2x square, so minus sign will be there, and from 2 goes 1x square, so it becomes x square only. From here again comes that's minus x down. Now what we will do, always when you are multiplying, you have to see the first term of dividend and first term of division, and you have to multiply so that it will give the first term of dividend. So x into x, it will be giving x square. Since you have to reduce it, so if it will be plus, again it will be changed into minus, and it will not be reduced. So we will be bringing whatever the sign is over here, with same sign we will be bringing. As there was plus, here also we have brought plus. As here was minus, here also we have brought minus. As here it is minus, here also we have brought minus. So that you have to keep it in your brain. So if you will see, it becomes x into minus x square, and then after x into minus 1 it becomes minus x. So what happens, this minus x square and plus x square get cancelled. When sign changes, it will, below numbers sign becomes opposite, and this becomes minus. So you can see minus x and minus x, it will become minus 2x. When two same sign are there, then it is added and sign remains same. So now this plus 2 will come down, and if you will see x minus 1 is there, so it will be multiplied with minus 2, so it will become minus 2 into x, minus 2x, and minus minus it is plus 2. So what happened, this got cancelled and this got cancelled. So you can see over here I had written the same thing, that px is equal to x minus 1 times x square minus x minus 2. This is how, after knowing the factor at first. Then we had factorized this by splitting middle terms, okay, then we got it. If you will see here, from here x has been taken common, x minus 2, from here plus 1 has been taken common, x minus 2, so x minus 2 together came, and this x plus 1 is inside the bracket, that is common for both x minus 2. I hope all of you had understood this. Okay, so students, as I had seen in online class today, only there were 4-5 students, although there every time I am saying you the time of next day, and it was at 10:30, from 10:30 to 11:05. By mistake many of you might have got the message of earlier 3:15. So always whenever I am giving the class, listen the time, ask me the time, when is the next class, and you note down in your diary, and then after you will be meeting at the same place. And always my ID and password are same, I am repeating again and again. So last time I had explained you this question number 2 on board, that is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5, and I had said to make these two both. So today when I was taking class, I had asked you doubt, no one had said me. If anyone is left for saying the doubt, they can come again tomorrow at 10:30 am. The next one is algebraic identities, which I had explained today. These are the formula which you have to learn. Then after, based on the formula, there is example 6 which I had explained today. And now if you will see just below example 6, there is example 17. After 16 there is 17, that also I had explained you today. Now factorize I was explaining, yes, and in factorize also I had explained you how this it becomes 7a and 5b. In fact I had explained you two number also, and formula of a plus b plus c whole square or x plus y plus z whole square. So now we will start to read from remarks. So it is remarks. We call the right hand side expression the expanded form of the left hand side expression. When we say right hand expression, that means the expanded form, and when we say left hand expression, then it is extended form. I hope all of you are understanding it. So students, if you will see this example 19 and 20 today I had explained you, 20 I had not explained. So if you will see, simply it is based on formula, the formula of a plus b plus c whole square. So if you will see here also the same thing it has been done. Here minus 2b it has been kept in bracket and written plus, and again here minus 3c written in bracket, and then after it has been made square. So what, the same formula is applied, that is x plus y plus z whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2xz. So if you will say in place of x there is 4a, in place of y there is minus 2b, in place of z there is minus 3c, and here in same xy 4a and minus 2b is there, 4a into minus 2b, in yz there is minus 2b into minus 3, as it is it has been kept, and then after it has been multiplied. 4a whole square is 4a into 4a, that is 16a square, plus minus 2b whole square means minus 2b into minus 2b, that is 4b square. Okay, in same way minus 3c whole square means minus 3c into minus 3c, that becomes plus 9c square, minus minus it becomes plus. Now 2 into 4a into minus 2b, it becomes plus minus minus, 4 to the 8 and 8 to the 16, so it becomes minus 16ab plus 12bc. How it becomes? Minus minus it is plus, 2 3 is 6 and 6 to the 12 and bc will be there, so plus 12bc, and here also 1 minus is there, so plus minus minus, and 2 3 is 6 and 6 for the 24, so 24 ac. So in this way it becomes 16a square plus 4b square plus 9c square minus 16ab plus 12bc minus 24 ac. Now students, if you will see just below, there is now another example, that is example number 21. Here what happens, you have to factorize 4x square plus y square plus z square minus 4xy minus 2yz and minus 4xz. So here we will be using identity 5, that is x plus y plus z whole square identity. So you have to bring it in the form of x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz and plus 2xz. So for that you have to see square forms, and you have to write it in the bracket in the form of x square, y square and z square. If you will see y square and z square as it is, only x square here, in place of x square here it is 4x square. So 4x square is a square of 2x. 2x into 2x is 4x square. So it has been kept 2x whole square. Now here it has been kept minus y whole square. Now students, how to understand that here will be minus or plus, because minus into minus is also plus and plus into plus is also plus. So for that, what you will see, if we are taking the first number as plus and second numbers also as plus, then 2xy will be also positive, but here it is, that is the 2xy, which after multiplying comes minus 4xy, is negative. That means what? From either 2x or this y, from this any 2 will be negative, then positive into negative it will become negative. As you can see here it is minus 4xy. So if when we made this 4x square as plus 2, 2x into 2x, so second term will become minus y whole square. I hope all of you are understanding it, since here it is minus. Okay, so maintain this true, and for this it has been arranged minus y whole square, then only it will become minus 4xy. And z, you can see it has been kept as z only, so this becomes, the next one is 2 into 2x minus y, so it will become minus 4xy. In same way 2 into minus y into z, then it will become minus 2yz as it has been here. So by making one y as minus y square as minus y whole square, we are getting this fourth term also and fifth term also, and sixth term if you will see, it becomes 2 into 2x into z, because it is 2xz, so it becomes, in place of x there is 2x, so 2 into 2x into z. So here it has been written using identity 5, that is identity 5 is x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2xz will become x plus y plus z whole square. So in place of x there is 2x, so 2x written, plus in place of y there is minus y, and in place of z there is z, so it becomes 2xy plus in bracket minus y plus z whole square. So now plus minus it will become minus, so it becomes 2x minus y plus z whole square. In this way, since it is a whole square, you can write it at 2 times, so it has been written 2x minus y plus z times 2x minus y plus z. Now here again another formation of identity has been shown. So far we have dealt with the identities involving second degree terms. Now let us extend identity to compute x plus y whole cube. You might have been read the formula of a plus b whole cube in it also. If not, then here it will be coming how? It will be x plus y whole cube. So if you'll see, x plus y whole cube means what? X plus y times x plus y whole square. Okay, so now we know x plus y this is, and a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, or x plus y whole square is x square plus 2x y plus y square. So now individually both are multiplied. This whole x square plus 2xy plus y square is multiplied with x, with this first one, and then with plus y. Again this whole x square plus 2xy plus y square has been multiplied. If you will see, x into x square it becomes x cube, and x into 2xy it becomes 2x square y, because 2x x and into x it becomes x square, so 2x square y. In same way, x into y square it becomes xy square, and y into x square it becomes x square y, plus 2 into xy square. How? Because y into y it becomes y square, so 2xy square, and here it was x square into y, so x square y, and the last y into y square becomes y cube. So we have to see the like terms, and the like terms will be added. So if you see, it becomes x cube plus 2x square plus xy square plus x square y. Here this also is x square y, and this is also x square y. Okay, so both x square y and x square y will be added, because plus and plus sign is in front, same sign, so it will be added, and same sign will be there. So plus 2x square y plus x square y, it is 3x square y. And if you will see over here, this is xy square, and here also 2xy square, both are in plus, so it will be also added over here, and sign will be positive only, so it will be plus 3xy square, and as it is y cube. So what happens? X plus y whole cube becomes x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. We can write this, or if you will see here, it has been written x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube. There is plus y cube which had been written first, and from these two what happened? 3xy taken common, so it becomes x plus y, 3xy times x plus y. So x plus y whole cube also becomes x cube plus y cube plus 3xy times x plus y. I hope all of you are understanding it. So this is the formula of what? X plus y whole cube. Here you can see, so we get the following identity, that is identity 6 is equal to x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy times x plus y. This becomes the sixth identity. Now here it has been said, also by replacing in place of y, if we keep minus y, then it will become x minus y whole cube, and so x cube will be x only, but y cube, that means minus y into minus y into minus y, it will become minus y cube. So here it will be in place of y cube, there it will become minus y cube, and here again x will be x only, and since minus is y is minus y, so when it will be multiplied, plus minus, it will become minus 3xy, and it will become x times minus y. So when we replace y with minus y, then the new formula becomes that x minus y whole cube is x cube minus y cube minus 3xy times x minus y, or you will be writing it as x cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus y cube. So that's all for today, students. Okay, example 22, and then after example 23 we will be discussing next example 24. Okay, and then after there is again another important identity, that is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z times x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus xz, this which has been proved also at the top. About this we will be reading, okay, next time. So till then all of you should read the text, okay, and try to understand. Again when I will be coming, then I will be explaining you from the left place, that is from example 22. I will be explaining you next. Till then, thank you, take care, and do the work properly, revise properly for the maths test which will happen on 7th. Time has been already messaged to you. So thank you everyone.